Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go, run the ball after this. Go! 180! Let's go!
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1st down. Here's Cousins. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Following the interception, Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
All right, now here we go.
They come out here in the eye. Cousins on the keeper. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins taking it in. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run with Murray. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Latavius Murray stopped up short, and the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll begin the drive with Howard. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Go! Move.
They pitch out to Howard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Move. Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. And they've got it here with a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Lock in.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's got Miller. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Move.
On first down, they run with Howard. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go. Move.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
You see it? Move. You see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You see it?
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Remain in a scoreless first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky, eluding the pressure. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They go play action. Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Play action now. Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Move. You see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Unable to corral him. He fights through. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, 78 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Cousins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. To throw, Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake, Cousins. Now he's forced out right. And he'll go down at the 28. So we've come upon... Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning away. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Cousins on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Cousins now. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Aaron Lynch in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, we got, you see it? You see it? Hey, we got, you see it? You see it? Lock in, lock in.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second down, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now Cousins. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
1st down. Here's Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Play fake. Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. They'll come out in the pistol. Rolling to his left. Touchdown, Minnesota. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
You see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Again, this is Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Cousins now on 2nd down. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Execute.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You see it, you see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
You see it, you see it?
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Trubisky. And he slings one that's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Trubisky to throw. Rolling to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Cousins to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Running with Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Again, it's Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. On the toss play, Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Let's go. Hey.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you